Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Obey who say, What's up, Records Layer Production. Back at you with another tutorial. Today, we gonna get into my mastering stage. Where we at? I'm mastering on my project. Everything recorded, mixed, mastered inside of Tracktion. Um, I use MPC, Reason, FL Studio. Them the only softwares I use that you can go outside of Tracktion with. That I might have done a little bit outside of Tracktion, but everything was still brought into Tracktion to do with every song that's done in this edit. These all get mastered. So what's going on is basically my signal chain. What I got going on, I got a left channel, and I got a right channel, and I got a sides track. So how I'm accomplishing this is I'm copying the same audio file 3 times. As you can notice up here, this is my print track. So this was my first print, and let me put this on here. This is my first print, and this is print 2 right here. So we basically got something I can go against. I say, I like this one, I like that one, right? So I got my left and my right channel, but also they copied 3 times. Then you can see I deselected the right channel on here, so it's turned off. Only the left channel coming out, and on the right channel I'm doing the opposite. Deselecting the left channel. On the side tracks, I am having both channels running, but I got an EQ going where you see the output of the sides is turned all the way up to 18 dB on this EQ, and then on the mono side it's pulled all the way down negative 18 dB. So it's only getting sides out this track. You got left and right and this sides. So if you know, once you're doing this left and right, you know basically that's mono basically too. So you got 2 mono channels, right? So then I'm giving it sides, which making it more stereo with this. And then this is leaving out all going to this track, my fader track. All 3 going here to my fader track. And on my fader track, well, tracks you can't see, which is the secret of my mastering stage, right? It's my auxes and my buses. You can't see them. Them tracks here. But that's what I'm doing. So you can see I got a 2-bus aux. I got aux 1, aux 2, and aux 3. And if you notice, if you want to make this work right at your mastering stage, well, inside of Tracktion rather, what you want to do is you want to make sure you can send any other plugin behind the aux plugins, but you want to put your compressor before the aux plugin. And if you was using I don't use no limiter in this setup that I got this plugin right here as my limiter. It's called Clip Only. It's from Air Windows. They make a lot of good plugins that just pull a knob or just cut it on and it work. Airwindows.com, they real good. So this is slew plugin. This do clamping. It basically will take the highs out of it, out of a sample, and it do it in a nice sort of way how I do it. So I got this turned all the way up, and then I got my compressor. I'm really smashing with my compressor. I'm going up to like almost 7 with my compressor, like -7. So this is my compressor. I'm side chaining up to where my kick basically coming in about 65. So I'm side chaining. I'm letting my kick through basically. So then, like I say, that's going on my aux. A lot of stuff happening in my 2-bus and my aux. Like I say, that's the bread and butter of this setup for real. And then I'm going, well, this is the base of it, right? My 2 buses and my auxes are the base of this, right? What I call that is my room. So what I use these plugins for the tracks that these run into is creating my room. And if you're familiar with like a mastering studio or anything, it's gonna be like that sound that be created majority of the time, every time they working. That's what make them familiar with knowing what they doing. So what I did is basically your preset. You wanna come to start off with a preset because starting off with a preset will let you know where you need to go and where you need to go at with the project, because you are more familiar with knowing where this start point should be, where things should sound at. If you put this on and this ain't sitting there and that ain't sitting there, you know easier how to go fix that from where you starting. So think of this as, like I say, the mastering studio, he already got this chain set up. So I already got my chain set up. So when I drop a song on there, it make it way more easier to find out the problem with knowing once I got it running through the signal chain that I want. So I go, this is the top of the plugin for me. To me, these two plugins right here, like I say, they're my favorite EQ right here for mastering. So I put this out, and you can see I'm going extreme on these right here, right? I'm going extreme, but it's working out because how I got everything coming back, blending in. It's a lot of gain staging I got going on in the project. You can see how low I got this set to, negative 12 dB. So it's a lot of gain staging going on. So you think I'm just boosting that up. I'm not. Without boosting this up, the track wouldn't be as loud as you think. So I'm making sure I'm making the volume go up in the frequencies that I want the volume to go up. Instead of just putting up the volume fader, I want to just put up the frequencies that I want to go up. So I'm thinking of these knobs as volume faders, as what they are for real, but I'm saying I'm using them more in that sense. So I'm cranking them up. I ain't having no problem with tearing away the audio or none of that, because I'm at a low gain stage when it's coming here, by the time it get here. So then it's going to the IIEQ Pro. And this way I'm doing like my mastering adjustments right here. This slight subtle 1 dB, you know, it's subtle, 2 dB. You see what I'm saying? This way I'm making my mastering adjustments right here. Everything else for real before here, I mean, I'm going to play with this on different tracks. These two plugins going to get played with, right? But the main thing that's going on, like I'm telling you, is in my 2-bus and my aux. That's the main thing that's going on. This right here is this picking the frequencies that I want to turn up and cut. The frequencies I want to cut and turn up, I'm picking with this. I'm using this EQ to get the sweetness out of the spots that I want. All boosts, right? And this plugin is my trim plugin. I'm trimming with this. So I'm trimming with that plugin. This is another VU meter. Making sure I'm maxing out at 4 right here, at negative 4 dB right here. That's what I'm doing with this one. Then I got the clip only plugin. And like I say, this plugin really do what it's saying. It only clip. It's not going to add no color. It's not going to act as a compressor, limiter, or none of that. It's just going to clip. That's all it's going to do. And that's what I wanted. Because in all my edits, I didn't use stealth limiter or clipper. I didn't use a brick wall limiter. I didn't use some kind of limiter on it that helped get the sound that I got out of it with it. So, and my thought process to that was, this is my thought process. You don't got to agree with me here, but this is me creating my sound, right? So, and my music, I consider it a whole new genre to me. It's rap, it's hip hop, but it's rockster to me. Like, it's got go-go, it got rap, it got rock, it got all that in one. It's like, it's gangster, it's rockster. That's what it is, man. My genre is rockster, so I don't want it the nuances to really sound like nothing you've really heard before. So I wanted to be dirty. I wanted to feel grimy. I wanted to be that. So I'm creating this sound. So when I come back and do my next new edits, I'm gonna be able to come in here and get that sound that I want. The same sound is going to always sound like everything was done at the same place. That's what the mastering stage is about, making your room, like I'm saying, you want to make it seem like everything came from the same place, and that's what I'm creating now. So then I just go to the metering plugin, and this basically way I'm just watching everything, and you know what's going on with that. Oh, I forgot I ain't show the DS. I got my DS on here, so I got my DS right here. You can see this at 9,000 hertz right here, where it's starting. So got the harsh high end setting, but this only readjusted the more or less on the DS part. So that's it. And like I said, the settings already set for what this track. I already just did the EQing and what I wanted to do to this track. So the only other thing I just was checking out, I'm using this LP10 as the mastering EQ, and I was basically running a A and B comparison with the IEQ Pro, and it was basically the same, but the IEQ Pro, you can see it gave a little more dB going out. That's why you can see this. It gave a little more dB going out with the same settings put in, but this one made the high end sound a little better. The vocals in the high end sound a little better through this one. Just real subtle. It's hard to hear, but you can hear it. So I basically didn't pick this one, so I picked this one. And then, but this is the print track. So this on my print track after I printed it. So basically I'm running through this. So after my print track, my render is gonna come off my print track. So what I got going on here is I got 20 dB. At 20 hertz, I'm killing on a high pass with the Q of 72, and I got a Q of 130 at 13,500 hertz. And you can see I'm killing that. I'm killing that on all the songs. You're probably like, I'm crazy. Like, why are you taking this high end off like that, right? But if you know, I'm taking it. The format we working in right now mostly is MP3. So high ends is going to come out harsh when you do it with MP3. So ain't no, if you wanted to come out right, I'm telling you, like 15K is like 15 to 16K is the farthest I tell you to come out at if you want it to take your music up real loud and it be clear. You know what I mean? I'm saying that you wanted to use all the plugins you wanted to use in the world on it, compress it all kind of ways and all that, and you wanted to be clear, I would say that's what you want to do. So I got the VU meter on here. I'm watching just at negative 10 dB, but it's smashing, and I'm basically watching the +3 meter right here because it's smashing past right here. And I'm trimming again right here. So for every track, I went and just basically set the volumes for it, you know what I mean? And this one ain't right here yet, so I ain't get to do this one yet. But all the rest of them already just set the volumes for them, so they got it set in already, and I just load it right here, each one. So I'm basically not using no limiter past the limiter, and I'm using that clip only plugin. But like I said, I didn't tested it. It's only clipping, but I really didn't have too much to clip. It really was just if it was a clip, it was definitely not more than 0.3 or something like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing severe of a clip. So as you can see in my print tracks, you'll see that all the peaks are there. It's gonna be no cut peaks. I don't have not one cut peak because I'm controlling my peaks at the output. I'm watching it. So you can see this is how you want your master to look. You want your master. You don't want peaks cut off. You want all your peaks there. So I made sure that you ain't gonna see no smash peaks. But if you was use the limiter, yeah, it would push it up. It would look louder. It will cover the whole thing. But another thing is this room that you see in here, like this space from here to there, That's headroom for even turning up your mix in your headphones when you listening to it after it's over. What you gonna understand is if I was to compress this up, right, and take it to the tippy top, right, it will also turn up different. Like when you turn up your headphones and stuff with this mix, it's gonna turn up even. If it's already at the loud point, when you turn it up, it's gonna seem like it's turning the peaks up first. You know what I mean? It's gonna feel like, I can't explain it, but whatever is the harshest point of the song you don't like, it's gonna feel like that's what's turning up when you had the peaks all the way up. But when you leave this room, it's gonna work better. So we ready to do a print, and basically I'm gonna show you how my print set up. I got it going through my 6x6 right here. As you can see where this say vocal out, this is basically my default output. And I got my aux returns, the left and the right, and I can swap this, see? And so basically this giving it a stereo and this giving it a mono field. So my 2-bus, I got it coming in mono. I got my auxes coming in stereo. Alright, so we gonna just basically record this print track right here, right now.
Chicks that be classy. And when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk, and it's blasting. Know I got.
Oh, what is happening? I got sluggish. Hold on, give me a second. Like we got, like I said, we got everything running. It'd be hard, so. I mean. Try one more time, make sure.
On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. And when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk, and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the 2 Glock plastic. And my third chick is hella fat, keep her ass. Calling me to try to bring the bag, I can't pass it. I just wanna chase it out the.
Check.
On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. And when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk, and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the 2 Glock plastic. And my third chick is hella fat, keep her ass. Calling me to try to bring the bag, I can't pass it. I just wanna chase it out the cash, she not passing. Up on it, though she get it in, turn her task on. That's the type of games I like to play, shoot pass it. One-on-one with birds every day, like I'm magic. Money talking to me every day.
Something wrong, because it ain't showing the file right there. Like, I mean, man, what the hell is going on? There you go.
On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. And when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk, and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the 2 Glock plastic. And my third chick is hella fat, keep her ass. Calling me to try to bring the bag, I can't pass it. I just wanna chase it out the cash, she not passing. Up on it, though she get it in, turn her task on. That's the type of games I like to play, shoot pass it. One-on-one with birds every day, like I'm magic. Money talking to me every day, I'm listening. Niggas crying about me every day, stop bitching. Money coming, going every way, won't you listen? Young, I wanna come and get this money first listen. They always wanna get straight in the game, play the vengeance. Me and my niggas always ran the game, dug the trench. And you know you was never in the game, gone fishing. On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. Know when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the two Glock plastic. On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. Know when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the two Glock plastic. I be chasing paper that I kinda get lost in. Twos for my defense and work for my offense. DMV my work site and Clay Street my office. Watts be my headquarters where I meet with bosses. And when you can join the union, come be with the communion. With NFL the mantra, we never ban a contra. And I ain't talking chest protection when I mention armor. I can't never stop counting, only pause for comma. If she been high sedated, she can leave, cause I don't want the drama. And I'm tired of hearing how you not my baby mama. You right, that's why you got high, so play. On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. Know when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the two Glock plastic. And my third chick is hella fat, keep her ass. Calling me to try to bring the bag, I can't pass it. I just wanna chase it out the cash, she not passing. Up on it though, she get it in, turn her task on. That's the type of game I like to play, shoot pass it. One-on-one with birds every day, like I'm magic. Money talking to me every day, I'm listening. Niggas crying about me every day, stop bitching. Money coming, going every way, won't you listen? Young I wanna come and get this money first respect. Always wanna get straight in the game, play the bench. Me and my niggas always ran the game, dug the trench. And you know you was never in the game, gone fishing. On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. Know when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the two Glock plastic. On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. Know when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the two Glock plastic. I be chasing paper that I kinda get lost in. Twos for my defense and work for my offense. DMV my work site and Clay Street my office. Watts be my headquarters where I meet with bosses. And when you can join the union, come be with the communion. With NFL the mantra, we never ban a contra. And I ain't talking chest protection when I mention armor. I can't never stop counting, only pause for comma. If she been high sedated, she can leave, cause I don't want the drama. And I'm tired of hearing how you not my baby mama. You right, that's why you got high, so play it till you retire and not till you get tired. And before you get fat, another chick will get high. And I drop out when I slide, I waving high or five as a vibe. On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. Know when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the two Glock plastic. On my way to get a couple chicks that be classy. Know when I get them in the night, they'll get nasty. Pull up with the beat in my trunk and it's blasting. Know I gotta stay up with the two Glock plastic.
Right there you go, right there. So that's the print track. So basically what we do, we take the print track, move the print track up to the print tracks. Purple like the rest of the print tracks. copy the name of it like the rest of the print tracks. Paste the name like the rest of the print tracks. Alright, now basically that'll be it. And then